Chica. I'm going to be your student physical therapist today. So today what we're going to be doing is just a gross motor test of your lower extremity just to check your range of motion and your strength of the lower extremity.
Okay.
So I'm going to start off with having you place your hands behind your back just for stabilization. Let's start with range of motion of the knee. So go ahead and bring the knee up to your chest. That was range of motion for your hip. So we're going to start off with range of motion for your hip. So go ahead and bring your knee up to your chest as far as you can go and back down. Now bring it back up to my hand. And I'm going to push, just resist. Next, bring it back down. Same thing on this side. And back down to my hand. And did I say it on the wrong side?
I would say it's the same usually.
Yeah,
so
same
like
and same.
you did opposite.
On this one,
Yeah.
and this one I do.
Yep.
Okay.
So just
So today I'm going to have you start with placing your hands behind your back just for stabilization and we're going to check your hip range of motion first. So bring your knee up to your chest. Perfect. And back down. Bring it back up to my hand and I'm going to push down, resist. Perfect. Same thing on this side. Knee to chest, to my hand, and resist. Good. You can go back down. Now I'm just going to place my hand under your thigh and I'm going to try to pull up. Don't let me. Good. Same thing on this side. Perfect. All right. Next, I'm just going to check your knees. So go ahead and bring your heel back as far as you can go. Good. Come back to neutral. And go ahead and kick your leg out as far as it can go. Both sides. Perfect. So you can go back to neutral. I'm just going to place my hand behind you. Don't let me pull towards me. Same thing on this side. Good. Go ahead and kick back out. Put a little bend in it. Good. And don't let me push you down. Good. And same thing on this side. Put a little bend in it. Don't let me push you down. Perfect. Go back. Go ahead and bring your hands out as far as you can go. Your knees to my hands. Thank you. I'm going to push in. Don't let me. Good. And bring your knees to my hands. I'm going to try to push out. Don't let me. Perfect. Go ahead and try to bring that heel up to this knee in this motion. Perfect. I'm going to push down. Don't let me. Good. And go ahead and bring your heel out as far as you can go. Good. I'm going to try to push you back. Don't let me. Perfect. We're going to repeat the same thing on this side. So heel to knee. Good. Make sure that doesn't come up. Perfect. Good. And out. Same thing. Don't let me. Push you back. Perfect. All right, go ahead and point those toes up to the ceilings as far as they go, down to the floor, back up. I'm going to try to push you down, don't let me. Good. You can go push down, don't let me pull up. Perfect. We're repeating the same thing on this side. Don't let me push you down. Perfect. Point your toes down, don't let me push up. Perfect. Next, bring your toes in, kind of like you're scooping something. Don't let me push down. And pinkies out as far as you can go, and don't let me push in. Perfect. Repeating the same on this side, toes in, and pinky out. Perfect. Next, try to flex your toes down. I'm going to try to pull up, don't let me. Good. Perfect. Go ahead and spread your toes as far as they can go, and don't let me push in. Same thing on this side. Just making sure that your joints are okay, pulling your toes apart. Perfect. Same thing, pointing your toes up as far as they can go. I'm going to try to push down, don't let me. Those buggers are strong. Perfect. So next I'm going to be checking the internal rotation of your hip. In order to do that, I'm going to be using the goni. I'm going to be placing the fulcrum at the anterior aspect of your patella. I'm going to be placing the stabilization arm perpendicular to the floor, and the distal arm will be lined up to the medial aspect of your tibia. Let me know if you feel any pain. got about 39. Let me know if you feel any pain. And I got about 39. Next, we're going to be checking the active range of motion for your hip. The fulcrum will be the anterior aspect of your patella. The stabilization arm is going to be perpendicular to the floor, and the distal arm is going to be lined up to the medial aspect of your tibia. So I'm going to have you bring your heel towards your knee as far as it can go. Perfect. And I'm getting, you can go ahead and relax. I'm getting 29. Go. Perfect. And I'm getting, you can go ahead and relax. I'm getting 29 degrees. All right, ma'am. Next, I'm just going to be checking the range of motion for your plantar flexion and your dorsiflexion. For dorsiflexion, I'm going to have you do it actively, and plantar flexion, I'm going to do it for you. I'm going to do it passively. The fulcrum is going to be the lateral malleolus. The stabilization arm is going to be up towards the fibular head and just lined up to the medial aspect, the medial lateral aspect of the leg. And the distal arm is going to be lined up parallel to the base of the fifth metatarsal. Perfect. And you're starting off neutral, and go ahead and bring your toes up to the ceiling as far as they can go. Perfect. You can 41. Relax. And I got about 5. And next, I'm gonna be having you start back off in neutral, right about there. Perfect. And now I'm gonna do all the work for you. So go ahead and just relax until I feel a firm end field. Are you doing all right?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. And you can go ahead and relax. And I got 59 up here. Did it like a beauty. Next, I'm going to be checking the strength of your knee flexors. So in order to do that, just bend your knee until you feel my hand. Perfect. So you can stop right around there. I'm going to stabilize at the hip, and I'm going to just try to push you down. Don't let me. Good job. You can go ahead and that was a 5 out of 5. All right, ma'am. Next, I'm just going to be checking the strength of your hip flexors. Since we weren't able to do that against gravity, I'm going to be putting you in the alternate position, which is going to be side lying. So go ahead and lay on your side so you're facing that way and your back is facing me. Perfect. Go ahead and bend that bottom leg and straighten out that top leg. All right, ma'am. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be stabilizing at the iliac crest right here. And I'm going to be lifting your leg up for you, and I want you to push your leg back as far as you can, okay?
Okay.
So I'm going to lift this for you, and now go ahead and go back as far as you can.
It's about as far as I got.
Okay, perfect. Let's go back. And go ahead and place it on the table. So next I'm just going to be testing the strength of your tibialis anterior muscle. The muscle actions are to dorsiflex and invert the foot. So in order to do this, I'm just going to have you place your foot on my lap. And I'm going to have you bring your toes towards you and invert, so towards me. I'm going to try to pull you and resist. Since she was able to hold the test position but not resist, she would be considered a 3. All right, ma'am. Next, I'm just going to be checking some muscle length. So we're going to start out with checking the length of your hip flexors, including your iliopsoas. So I want you to just barely place your bottom on the bed and go ahead and lay down, lay back down. I can help you. And go ahead and bring your knees to your chest. Now we're gonna just release this side. And go as low as you. The knee is at 90 and the leg is past the table, so that is a negative Thomas test. Go ahead and bring your knee back to your chest. We're gonna just check this other side, doing the same thing, lowering, making sure that knee is at 90, and again, it's past the table, so it's a negative Thomas. Next, I'm gonna just be checking the length of your rectus femoris. So in order to do that, I'm gonna have you lay on your stomach. I'm going to be doing the Eli test on both sides, so I'll start on your left side over here. I'm going to be bending your leg and just making sure there's no rotation at the hips.
Okay.
So I'll be doing all the work. Good, and we reach 90 without any lateral rotation. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And again, she reached 90 with no rotation at the hips.
Hello, my name is Thalama, and I agree that Sheikah has met all the requirements for this video. Happy Halloween.
Otherwise known as Thalia.